All right, let's talk about it. You know that feeling, right? That constant nagging state of being busy? Well, today we're going to break down exactly why that happens and, more importantly, how you can actually reclaim your focus and find some calm. So let's dive right in. I mean, does this hit home or what? It's that classic frustrating end of day feeling where you've been running around, you've been checking things off your list, but you look back and you just haven't made any real progress on the stuff that actually matters. That feeling is exactly what we're tackling today.
Okay, so here's the absolute key distinction we need to make right up front. Being busy is not the same thing as being productive, not even close. You see, busyness is all about motion. It's that constant task switching, jumping on every notification, trying to fill every single gap in your day. Productivity, though, that's about direction. It's about deep, meaningful focus on the right things.
And that distinction leads us right into something called the busy trap. Now, it's really important to get this. This isn't about you being a hard worker or having a certain personality type. Nope. This is a psychological pattern, a loop that literally anyone can fall into. So what drives this pattern? A lot of the time, it comes down to something called escape behavior. It's basically when we keep ourselves active just to avoid something we don't want to feel. Instead of tackling that really big, difficult project or sitting with a stressful decision, what do? We clean the kitchen, we fire off a dozen easy emails, or we get lost planning for hours. I mean, sound familiar? And here is why this is so powerful. Our brain, it learns a very simple but incredibly strong rule. Doing something, literally anything, gives it a little hit of relief from that underlying stress. And once that connection is made, well, that creates a feedback loop that's really tough to break. And this right here is that dopamine loop in action. It's so simple. Step 1, you feel that trigger, that little bit of stress or boredom. Step 2, you do something, you take an action. Maybe you grab your phone to get a quick distraction. Step 3, you get that tiny reward, that little hit of relief. And step 4, the loop is created. That reward reinforces the whole behavior, making it almost automatic the next time you feel that stress. But being stuck in this loop, man, it has a real cost. It absolutely shatters our ability to do deep, focused work. It just floods our system with constant stimulation, so there's literally no room for calm. We end up with all this motion, all this activity, but very little actual forward direction. And the whole time, our nervous system is just stuck on high alert. Okay, so this brings us to the actual biology behind all of this. Because if we want to break this cycle, we first have to understand the two fundamental modes of our nervous system. Let's call them go mode and reset mode. So think of your nervous system as having two main gears. First, you've got the sympathetic system. That's go mode. It's your classic fight or flight response, totally fueled by stress, designed to make you alert and tense. Then you have the parasympathetic system. This is your reset mode. This is your rest and digest state where your body gets to calm down, repair, and recover. The problem is, chronic busyness keeps us jammed in go mode all day long. And this leads to a really interesting paradox. Have you ever noticed this? When you finally try to sit still and do nothing, you actually feel anxious? Well, that's not a sign that rest is bad for you. It's the exact opposite. It's a huge signal that your nervous system is so revved up, so used to go mode, that it's literally forgotten how to reset. It means you need it more than ever. But here's the good news. You are not stuck there. You can actually learn to manually shift your body out of go mode and into reset mode. So let's walk through a super simple 3-step technique to do exactly that. So the big question is, how do we do this on purpose, right? How do you consciously tell your body that it's safe to power down, even if it's just for a couple of minutes? Okay, here it is. It's just 3 steps. Step 1, downshift your posture. I mean, right now, put your feet flat on the floor, let your shoulders drop away from your ears, and unclench your jaw. We all hold tension there. Step 2, breathe slower. The real key here is to make your exhale just a little bit longer than your inhale. And step 3, this one is crucial. Narrow your inputs. That means no phone, no music, no podcasts. Just be still. And listen, you don't need to carve out an hour for this. Seriously, just start with 2 minutes. That's it. And please know this, that restless feeling, that urge to jump up and do something, that is totally normal at first. That's just your old brain wiring, that dopamine loop, trying to pull you back in. Just stick with it. This is such an important point. Let this one really sink in. You can't just think your way into being calm. It doesn't work that way. It is a physical state in your body. So by changing your posture, by changing your breathing, you are sending direct physical signals to your nervous system that it's okay, it's time to shift gears. All right, now let's take this whole idea and apply it to one of the most critical areas that gets wrecked by busyness, and that's our sleep. I mean, the connection here is just so direct, it's almost obvious when you think about it. If you spend your entire day stuck in go mode, how can you possibly expect your brain to just magically switch off the second your head hits the pillow? It can't. That racing mind you have at night, that's just a symptom of a nervous system that's been running way too hot all day long. So what's the solution? You have to create a ramp down routine. Think of it like a landing strip for your brain. Maybe an hour before bed, start by dimming the lights, take a warm shower, or wash your face. A really powerful one is to write down tomorrow's top 3 tasks to get them out of your head. And then you close the notebook. And here's the biggest rule of all. For that last hour, absolutely no feeds, no news, and no work. You have to give your nervous system a clear, unmistakable signal that the day is over. Because, let's be clear, the goal in all of this isn't to just do less work or be lazy. Not at all. It's about doing what you do with way more clarity and intention. It's about swapping that frantic, busy rush for calm, focused action. So here are 3 really powerful, practical swaps you can start making right away. First, instead of trying to fill every single gap in your day, try scheduling just one empty block for nothing, just for recovery. Second, instead of that pressure to instantly reply to every email, try batching them and just handling them twice a day. And third, instead of trying to cram in more and more tasks, focus on getting one deep, important thing done, and then give yourself permission to actually stop. And this, right here, is probably the most important takeaway of all. This is the big reframe. Taking time to deliberately do nothing. It is not laziness. It is active training for your brain. Think of it like lifting weights for your focus. It's how you rebuild your ability to concentrate and stay calm in a world that is literally designed to steal your attention. So I'll leave you with this one question to really think about. And I don't mean someday. I mean today. What is the one small reset? Maybe it's a 2-minute breathing break. Maybe it's scheduling one empty block in your calendar. What is the one thing you will actually schedule for yourself today?